Battle control initialized.
Hey people, 5 Aces here. You know the old proverb, gold may last forever, but bronze is gonna last until the pigeons shit on it and oxidize it. To honor this tried and tested proverb, we are going to dive right into the bronze match after casting the finals of the Dark Tournament. These are the bronze matches. As you can see, darkness enshrouds us all. We are back here with in no man's land. So drunk Bane. So our players spawning as Britain this time around, his home country, under the moniker so drunk Bane. He was too drunk to properly spell. That's fair. It is Bane. BigBadBain used to be the case, and his opponent is gonna be a newcomer, an actual newcomer, not like the whole Archangel shebang. This is a guy who graduated from the OpenRA Academy, the School of Hard Knocks, if you will, and yeah, he's gonna be tackling Bane here, which is a monumental task in the bronze match, and really surprising that like he's had a really good run. Moods has defeated many other opponents who most of them wouldn't have seen this coming. And he's spawning as France too, so there's that. Immediately, that is a 25 rifle stack queued up from Bane, which is greedy, considering that this is a map with low-ish starting econ. So double ref is the name of the game, obviously for both, presumably. And oh my goodness. The ore final placement from Moods is just outright terrible. Like, flat out. He needs to place his second ref here immediately, lest he gets out macroed hard. But hey, Bane has no idea where he's going here with his rifles. He's just having them all in one hotkey. Just skimming through the outskirts here, not finding anything of value just yet. But that's the fun of the Dark Tournament. Therein lies the risk. Also, this has a nice little ditch that houses or harbors 2 oil derricks, and that's much like in real life, as Saudi Arabia had to learn the hard way last week. Too soon. Always protect your oil derricks and the refineries. And this is a very dangerous way of managing it. Just having toxic, inflammable waste oil barrels around. Sounds like a terrible proposition for the engineer of Moods. But hey, Bane is not gonna contest it. Mainly because he hasn't scouted it at all. That's just pure darkness here. So the rifles are coming back from their expedition after not having found jack shit. Sir, we're reporting out there. Lots of desert. Lots of desert indeed. Ooh. Yikes, one of the civilians here being the first victim in this war. And still a double ref build. Ooh. Big tempo advantage here for Bane because he simply has gotten the better ref placement. But Moods is taking his second derrick now. Ooh. The barrel! Yes! Gets the barrel snipe on the NG. Now this is a terrible matchup for the Ranger, but he can flank around the outskirts and maybe try and shave off some of the infantry instead. Ooh, takes a beating. Takes a pummeling from the light tank. Wait a sec. Those are all fakes! Yes! This is one of the first times I've ever seen them have any impact whatsoever in OpenRA. So, props to Moods. He may be new to the game, but he definitely knows how to use his fakes. And the pillbox pops up. So after all that's said and done, nice crush here, but nothing of relevance has happened just yet. He just managed to kill like 3 fake power plants. The actual ones are still unharmed for the time being. Yeah, also he still has base power, so no problem. Moods is in good shape after all that. And he's also killed a lot more than... Oh wait, that's the lost tab. Okay, but after that, light tank it's almost gonna equalize to like an 800 score discrepancy due to the Ranger and a couple more infantry falling. Immediate service depot follow-up from both players. That is very smart, and we're gonna look into the production tab. There's gonna be an MC on the queue for Sorunk Bane, and Moods is still going for harvesters. That's likely his 5th harvester coming online, and that stems from the production deficit in the early game, yeah. This was just something that he kind of... He fell short in the macro directive here. He did not place his structures on time, and he also placed his ore refinery in a terrible spot, but that's the danger of dark maps. And also, something I would like to highlight here is if you're going to play in a dark map, don't place your barracks and your power plant in the same line. Always try covering all angles, just to be sure. Also, a little hack that got told to me afterwards by Ganon, I had no idea that this was the case, is that the MCV is coded in such a way in the maps that it always points towards the closest ore spawn, or the closest expansion. Ooh, this is a terrible spot here for Moods. He needed to send the medium tank first, but he's lost his timing window to do so, and he needs to funnel all his infantry through this small gap, and just like that, easy capture on the Derrick. What Mood should do now, he knows that most of the army is positioned up north, so he should just go to the south, go here and camp Derrick and just snipe it. He's got enough firepower. He's also opted for lots of... Wait a sec! Oh, this is a spicy build from Moods. Recapture from Bane, so 2 Derricks over nil. He might be squandering it here, because that's a terrible engagement, but at the same rate... Wow, Bane was so ready for this. But at the same rate, he's moving out his original MCV, so there's an actual expansion out for Bane. But Moods is playing it one base here. So he's going all in, he's trying to overwhelm him on tank count. That is an interesting and bold strategy. Let's see if this actually happens. So far it doesn't appear to be happening. He's trading off tanks here. Very good micro from both, just keeping the meat shields in the front and trying to focus down the tanks with your own tanks and with the help of rocket soldiers. That is just very good play from both. But superior tank count and superior numbers for Bane are gonna ensure that this slugfest here, this midline standoff slugfest, is gonna eventually go in the favor of Bane. Yeah. There falls the meat shield, and therefore but the grace of God she goes. Retreat is being sounded by Moods. So that's yeah. He was trying to count on his higher tank numbers, but it didn't really happen because he was so behind in the production. So fair do. Still 5 harvesters here on that patch, he might want to transfer that. Also, he might want to move on to this double mine. This is the big ticket. Bane has already secured this mine spot for himself. And what he's doing here, that's very smart. He's making the map too narrow for Moods to maneuver about. This is already no man's land, you can't flank from there. So you can either flank from the north, you can flank from the south, but not through the middle. You'll have to funnel all your units in. Again, yeah, the fake's just providing some nice distractions. And the walls are going up for Moods. I don't know about this one. At least he's gonna be able to push this army back. Ooh, an engineer. But hotkeyed into the back of the base. Yeah, eco slide is happening. Wait. Oh, he didn't pull all of them. That's alright. No, he's locked himself out and he's forgotten the keys. Not like this. No. Okay, at least the transfer. He notices and transfers the harvester. That is smart play, but smart play to compensate for very much not smart play. But that's, you know, that's fair. Ooh, this is so tight. This is an airtight choke point here. You're not gonna get through this anytime soon. Mood's pulling his tanks back, repairing them. So you can see, like, this guy has real potential. Graduated, I think, from the academy level 3, so he knows all the basics to the game at least. But 2 armies, the classic Bane 3-prong. Wait a sec, it's a 3-prong. Ooh, the engineer gets sniped. Nice catch by Moods. And now he's going for an expansion. That is 2k invested into something he can't really utilize at the moment. Because he's being pressured from all sides. More fake power plants. You know what though? Fake advanced power plants are not the worst because they cue your opponent in as to Radar Dome tech, which isn't actually in the game. Oh no! That is a rookie mistake if I've ever seen one. So he pulls the entire army to deal with 5 riflemen. That is the epitome of a rookie mistake here. So yeah, next time that's definitely not the way to go. Also, he sees those are just 2 mediums. Pull your rifle infantry, they're not gonna contribute at all here. And now would be a big mistake to go over chasing with the entire army. Okay, this time around he's not falling for it, he's just sending 1 tank, that's better. Might be worth it building mechanics for the 2 Ultra Husks. Okay, oof. Stabilizing but barely. He locked himself out of the ore as well. What is happening? That is a very much a not smart wall. Bane still has the Ranger active, and it's definitely gonna scout out the army movement. So Bane is just queuing up pillboxes frantically. Probably gonna erect the wall here. Yeah, look. Moods has had a great start and a great run in this tournament, but I'm questioning this play here. Locking yourself out, that is the second dumbest wall I've ever heard. It's the runner-up to you-know-whom. Alrighty. That is another atrocious engagement here. Oh! Bane, again, just being so ready for this, and it all goes back to the scouting information that he had obtained earlier. Yeah, like, scouting information can make or break the game. Here's the flank on the Conyard, and that's the 1-0 up for Bane. Awesome game, well played. The fakes were hilarious. The wall backfired hard. Not gonna sugarcoat it. That wall, not exactly sugarcoated here. Oh, just... I mean, I like this piece here. This just seals off the choke point. But it didn't allow him to rotate. And Bane, if he's known for something, he's known for flanks. For flanks and rotations. And he outplayed Moods on the, like, not on the micro or macro level, but on the army positioning level. Just always being where it hurt. And then just drawing the fire with 5 riflemen. That was basically the turning point, because that cost Moods the southern expansion, or his southern natural ore. Anyway, with that out of the way, we are going to go into game 2. See you in a sec.
Battle control terminated. Battle control initialized.
Game 2 on the way, and this is the map called Dark 16, mysteriously so. That is very interesting. Okay, I haven't played on this one. Legit, for realsies this time. And the factions are Germany for Moods versus England for Bane again, so probably hard picks. This has a wall of derricks. Very interesting. Provides you a very high net yield if you manage to capture them early and scout them early. That's one of the most important things here. And at the same rate, it has lots of barrels, like those barrel traps. That's awesome. It's half a minefield. I like this map. And in the middle, that's also pretty cool. It's got a hospital, and those gems don't regenerate. So this is basically just, if you want to place a ref here, sure, it's gonna pay for itself for 2 ore loads, but then you need to build another refinery somewhere else. Or you just long distance mine it. So I like this map, pretty cool. It's also got those fences that make flanks kind of more obvious. Because if your opponent is going for a long flank, he's gonna have to destroy the flanks or the fences or crush them. Again, 20 rifle opener. Bane loves those. You can go for a hard counter if you want to play against Bane, because it's a safe bet that he's gonna do this. Ooh, Bane is coming in with a rifle, probably trying to... No, he doesn't. He hasn't scouted. Again, Bane just so lackluster in the scouting information pertaining to his own surroundings. He immediately goes for... He's going for the face. He's going for his opponent's face here. 20 stack is starting to assemble. Starting a concerted push here. And that's gonna be an easy direct grab for Moods. Yeah. This guy's just chilling in the corner. Yeah, so this time it's a better start for Moods. Gets the derricks, and he's gonna be up a lot now. The production tab is telling me that... Very spicy. He rushed a war factory, and Moods is going for a ranger. This could be so good for him here. If he just packs his NG up and takes Bane's derricks. Which you're gonna assume, since the starting positions are random, but they're basically the same, right? So they're mirrored at least. So this just means... Ooh, nice kiting here. Takes a bit of damage, but that's alright. So this just means, if you see that, you know that your opponent won't have any build radius here either. So it's actually a smart grab. Just pack your NG and grab your opponent's derricks if you've already scouted them. If Moods is gonna be ballsy here, he's gonna know what's up. Yep, NG is being packed in. Let's see where his What? Come on! Move it! I like to move it to the north, to the derricks, where all the monies are. Still 2 refinery builds, and second ore truck coming online for Moods, so Ekern is gonna stabilize for him. Yeah, he can easily snipe that now. If he goes for the face, I would honestly recommend, if you're playing against someone who's playing hyper aggressive, you just start scouting out their perimeter and see what they're up to. This might be an easy snipe on the engineer. Oh no. No! He's gonna take the small prize instead of going for the big ticket. Oh, Moods! You had such a window here. He could have easily scared away, killed the NG, scared away the enemy ranger. He had more infantry pressure there. Oh, that hurts to see. So this is gonna be a route back for Bane. Because right now, the combat tabs and the asset tabs are telling me that Moods is in a fantastic position. 1k ahead for the time being. Yeah. So if he doesn't slip up, if he keeps his build queue up, keeps his core infantry alive, he's gonna be fine. For the time being, that is. Oh, I'm smelling a ranger danger build. 3rd ranger for Bane. Is he gonna go for a 4th? No. That is triple ranger only into a 5th harvester. Very interesting build. Might be nicely complemented with a light tank too. Rangers to snipe out rockets, and light tank to then go in and flatten all the infantry. Flatten all the rifles. Ooh, but this is exactly what Bane wants with this triple ranger build. He wants to start the bleed. Oh, run! Oh, he even killed the barrels. Holy shit. Oh, this ranger is limping away. Just on 1 tire. 3 flat tires. Oh! Getting tangled up on the infantry. Bane is going for the dive. Oh, this is gonna be so tight. But he runs into rifle range. Wow. That was extremely close. So, an MCV's out for Moods. Sniping the hospital here, that's just whatever. It basically reveals the army composition, reveals how many... You would think that army composition is not that relevant in OpenRA, but just listen to how many rifles and how many rockets are firing. You can honestly assess the threat level of an army, judging by how many rockets and rifles it has. And if you hear like this army from Bane, it's got like 5, 6 rockets now. That is actually a scary, sizable army. Oh, medium tank again for Moods. So he's gonna be earlier, obviously, since there's a light tank build at work here. Oh, so he's again gonna be very much heavier on the armor. But does that matter really? Does armor superiority matter in the face of 7 rockets? Ooh, the tracking of the Zooks, just barely not connecting. That is really good for Moods, but still. Core infantry for Bane stays alive, and he's traded off so much. So, the asset tab right now, it's telling me that Moods has fallen behind a bit. He's maybe 1 harvester load behind. But that is something. Combat tab, however. Yeah, 3k. That's, like those 3k discrepancy are what Moods has earned more, simply by having the Derricks earlier. Oh no. Hey, he noticed it though. Moods really being attentive here. Really bringing his A-game to the table, at least in terms of map awareness. Also in game 1. Oh, that's gonna be a capture though. Oh, the shot barely. The threshold barely not being there. No lethal found on the 3rd shot. 4th shot actually mattering. Now it's a question, do you go for an extra engineer? Sets you behind 400. That's actually a moderately big deal. And again, the Rangers being so active, like proactive on the map and scouting out army movements. Against the Rangers, sometimes it's smart to go for light tanks. As weird as this sounds, light tanks... Ooh, no, base push. Base push time. Light tanks are actually a really smart investment now, because they can almost keep pace. Well, he's gonna reveal his hand again, and this time there is not a single rocket in the composition. So if Bane sees this, he's gonna have a field day. All he needs to spam now is like 1 or 2 turrets. 1 or 2 turrets to keep them at bay. Oh no, Bane is gonna take all the oil derricks out, at basically minimal to no losses for himself, and is gonna open up that flank as well. Moods is forced into placing defenses. He's going for... I don't even know what he's going for here. There's nothing to gain here, really. He's just trading off with the army. But if you always keep in mind, if you wanna go aggressive, if you wanna trade into your enemy's army, think about what you can accomplish with that. Right now, what does he accomplish here? Maybe he's gonna force the harvesters offline. Oh, or he baits the entire infantry corps of Bane into an explosive barrel. Do it, Boots! You can do it! My god, this would... God damn it. Ah! That was so anticlimactic. This could have been the play of the year for me. If he had just waited around long enough for Bane to fall into the trap and then just blow up the barrels, he would have blown the entire army sky high. He can do it again. He's got another shot here, literally. Ooh. Being camped here. And the ore truck. One last Zook shot, finishing the deal. So that's 1 ore truck down for Moods. But it's not out of it just yet. Ah, Bane is not even going for it. That would have been so sick, just baiting your opponent into barrels. But this is a very unprotected refinery. Like, keep in mind, it's mostly been harvested out. But yeah, still. Oh, econ situation for Moods is terrible though. And that 1 pillbox is providing value. This pillbox is going to Value Town, USA. I ain't liking what I'm seeing right now. Bane is outplaying him on 3 fronts. Yeah, that's rough. That is very tough to come back from. He might know about the space push. Yeah. He's also heard the turrets firing. so he knows that there's a base somewhere here. Should just gun down this this expansion slot. He's got enough mass here. Bane has his army mostly concentrated in the north. Yeah, easy wipe. Come on, Mood. Mood's being too indecisive. No. No, don't fight into a stationary infantry blob with line of sight disadvantage. That is terrible. And his army is just crawling behind. Even though he has got the superior tank numbers, so maybe it's gonna work out. No. Okay, he's got another shot now because the rifle infantry are tanking the fire, which is something you never really want to do. If we're being honest here, that's less than optimal play. But numbers overwhelming. The destroyed tab is actually fairly even. After all that, that's crazy. Wow. Okay, sending out another squad, another goon squad. And down goes the refinery probably. Yeah, so... Alright, oh wow, the destroyed tab is exactly even. But the econ tab surely isn't. Wait, it is! At least the harvesters are. Assets are also fairly even, like Moods is ahead right now. How on earth? Okay, he managed to snipe the juiciest expansion. Maybe he doesn't really need to fight this here. This fight is something not worth taking in my opinion, because he doesn't gain anything. Sneaky cheeky breaky MCV. That is gonna be nasty. Tanks are gonna be traded off. That's alright. Yeah, that's okay for Moods. Man, what? He's up 4k now. Okay. He's definitely got a shot at this. I want to see the minigame. I don't care. I'm rooting against Bane here. Bring out the minigame in game 3, please. Do it. You can do it, Moods. I believe in you. Okay, notices it. Like, I've got to say, his map awareness is crazy good. But he's being camped. Like, 2 of his expansion slots here are being camped. I think he's going to be relegated to long distance mining very soon. Oh, don't like what I'm seeing here. And this engagement is still going on. He's cut down to 3 tanks now. Alright, he can still fight the pillboxes. And spawn camp. That's also pretty big. Spawn camp the infantry. You know what? 2 barracks left for Bane. And finally, Bane has fallen into a trap that Moods has sprung for him. The infantry corps just being turned into minced meat. I think he can keep going here. Yeah, he should keep going and just trade off the tanks. He could have pushed his way into the war factory. Also, there is no build raiders. Oh my goodness, this is... Wait a sec. Where did the second MCV for Bane go? Did he sell it? I didn't notice it going down. Oh no. No, never mind. There it is. Yeah, he took the flank. And that's such a smart turret. It's even better with Tesla. Yeah, long distance mining. That's what I was expecting here. Smart play. But too many rockets. Like, if you're a Mood shoes here, you know that your opponent is gonna have something waiting in base. No need or no use to even go into the main base. Don't take the bait. Harvester flock is migrating. Lots of juicy gems. Oh my goodness. He's forced into long distance mining to here. Oh, his econ situation. That's gonna kill him. Bane is floating 10k. He is the legit float keeper. Yeah, he's a float keeper 2.0 here. Those harvesters just barely not crashing into the barrels. Very good hustle. My lord, what a game. But eventually he's gonna be hung out to dry. That is gonna be the downfall of Moods. Oh, gets one. Gets a tank here for his trouble. Yeah, no, he's mining on 3 harvesters and he's being constantly pushed out here. Double war factory though, so there's something that's got going for him. And Bane is probably just gonna converge with his army onto the right hand side and take out the expansion. Others? No, he's Germany, so he can't build fakes. Would have been too funny. Right, at least there's no build radius here. So he can now go in with the tanks. He's gonna lose one, yep. Gonna lose one for his trouble, but that's alright. And can at least deal with this incursion and finally start mining from his natural ore again. So smart. Bane just taken 4 rockets. That's a very minimal investment. And gonna camp the ore patches again. Super annoying to play against. Oh, he uprooted both his MCVs, so no build queue production for him. And the float is gonna increase. Take it to the bank. I've heard interest rates are pretty low these days, so what you gonna do here, Bane, with your 12k? You're gonna invest into a Roth IRA or some shit? I don't know. Oh, that's the MCV being taken down. Yeah. Bain is contributing to his 401k here. Probably. He's not American though, so that might not apply. I don't know about the British system. Oh my goodness. Ah! More trucks being taken down one by one. Again, just, he's been out-rotating him. So many tanks for Moods. With his double war factory, he almost found success, but he failed to deal with the base push in a timely manner. That's what is going to be his downfall here. Eventually, he's going to be reduced to, what? 2 harvesters? 3. Long distance mining might actually be worth it capturing the refinery. Building it, yeah, GG. Gonna call it GG here, and nothing you can do against an opponent with a bank of 12k. Even the interest rates are eventually gonna pummel you down into submission. Yeah, so Mood's always being on the defensive. That was kind of the story of this game here, but he managed to hold his ground very, very well. For a newcomer, that was really impressive against Bain. Too bad we're not gonna see a minigame. Like, I would love to see a minigame here. Story of this game. It's now 24k under 46k. That's the victory lap. Most of the tanks are battered and bruised. I was calling for a regame. Okay. I don't have the replay for... Actually, there's been another game, apparently, that I don't have the replay for. Alright. Maybe one that got cancelled due to a bug or something. Haha! The pillbox. The pillbox wall here. Yeah, he's trying his best to micro out of this, but there is no out-microing when your opponent is leading by 30k assets. GG! That... not just yet. I thought that was a GG. That wasn't just a no. That was a no lol. Alright, what an awesome game. What an awesome series of games. Highly entertaining, and congrats to Moods for being an up-and-coming player who definitely can stand his ground against the big names. Taking some names here and there. Really promising, and we're gonna continue this train of newcomers with Misery next week, who was up against Amhol, and there was also a crazy series of games without spoiling the outcome. So I haven't watched them myself just yet. I've just seen that there's a best of 3 available for grabs. So thank you all for watching. Remember, if you want to see more OpenRA content, we're currently in the process of evaluating the RHL map pool. So tune in every Monday, 5 PM UTC. And we're gonna have lots of competitive action there on twitch.tv/5acescheckmate. That's it for this week. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. 5 Aces out.
Battle control terminated.